morning, YouTube. So today is December 6th and my baby girl Gianna is 6 months today. So I'm gonna put a photo of her this morning. Her hair was all messed up, but hey, she's adorable. I can't wait till we do some photo shoots later this month of her, and in honor of her I'm gonna do a story time about my pregnancy with her, just something small, and yeah, just something small. So before getting pregnant with G, I did have a miscarriage. I'm not too sure how far along I really was, but I did have a miscarriage, and we had just found out a day before that I was having twins. And approximately, I want to say I was about 5 weeks. I was not 6 weeks yet. I was just between that five week mark. And when we found out I was having twins, it was just so like, it was freaked us out, but it was pretty exciting. I lost the twins on the 16th of August, and then I ended up getting pregnant like a month after that, because I was supposed to go into surgery for a cyst removal on the 6th of September, I believe it was. So the hospital didn't end up scheduling me on the 6th. I ended up having the surgery until the 22nd of September, which technically I was a week and a half pregnant, but I didn't know. They didn't do a pregnancy test at the hospital before they did the surgery for the cyst removal. They gave me medication and everything. I didn't take it as prescribed because I really don't like relying on medicine for when you're in pain and stuff. Like, unless you're in extreme pain, then yeah, like I took it probably 3 or 4 times in the like 2 weeks, I guess, that I was supposed to take it. I felt like I was pregnant, so on the 4th, I want to say it was the 4th of October, I ended up going to the doctor. Well, the 3rd of October, I took a pregnancy test. It came out positive, and so on the following day, we went to the doctor, and they said, yes, the blood work shows that I'm pregnant. The following week, we went, and it was confirmed that I was 5 weeks, 5 days pregnant. So that was a trip. It was exciting. It was nerve-wracking because I didn't know, like, I had stayed at the 5 week mark, and it was just like, okay, like, am I gonna advance or whatever, what's gonna happen? This time, well, we did know, like, okay, it's only one baby so far that it looks like it's inside. So as time progressed, it was definitely something I had to trust God in, because I know when I had the miscarriage, I had told God that no matter what, I would serve him. Even though I had a feeling I would lose the babies, I didn't want to, but I remember putting my trust in him and saying, whatever is your will, like, I will honor you, and I will love you, and I will not blame you, no matter what happens. And I do believe that built my character and faith in God more. And having Gianna, I said the same thing when I was pregnant with her. I want this baby, but whatever is your will, just let it be. And I know that if she's here is because she's here for a purpose. And so I didn't have much cravings, I guess. The only thing that I could say that really I enjoyed was having fruits and veggies, like salads and all that. I couldn't have red dye, like hot Cheetos or anything like that, because I would throw it up. When I had her, she did come out really angry, guys. She did not want to come out. I had a C-section, and because I was supposed to have her naturally, she ended up flipping, so I had to have a C-section. When they opened me up, they were tugging at me, guys. She did not want to let go. She was hanging on to something. But she was born healthy, thank God. And she was 7, oh God, 7 pounds 6 ounces, 7 pounds something. I already forgot. But she was born at 4:34 p.m. on June 6th. So she is something else though. She has the calmest spirit though. She is very hyper sometimes because she gets anxious and she wants to walk already. So now she's actually crawling. She actually is on her knees and she'll crawl. I want to say she started doing that barely 2 days ago, where she actually was getting on her knees. So that is adorable, seeing her being able to grow and start crawling now, and soon she's going to be walking, guys. But I am very blessed to have her, and if any of you guys have any advice as a parent, you know, go for it. Comment below if you guys have any questions about anything that I may have not covered, because I know I'm kind of going through this a little bit fast to not bore you guys. But I just do want to thank God for my baby girl, and I will put some photos of her recently right now so you guys can see how my little chunkers is growing. And while she is my only biological little girl, I can't have any more kids. I did tie my tubes. Of course, I can always do the vitro or whatever way of getting pregnant. You know, they would have to inject me. But I don't plan to have any kids unless God says otherwise. I do enjoy my little girl very much, and she is everything that I wanted. So I do want to tell you guys that if you guys don't have kids yet, trust me, pick out their name. Like, ask God, what do you want me to name? What do you want my little girl or little boy's name to be? And He will give it to you guys. I've had her name for 8 years, and I always knew that I was gonna have a little girl first. And I asked God, you know what, like, I want her like this. I don't want her to have a big nose. I don't want her to have big ears. I don't want her to have bug eyes. Like, I was very specific with everything that I wanted. Like, I was like, I want her to be a little white. If she can have colored eyes, great. If she doesn't, then, you know, it doesn't matter. But I have dreamt her my whole, like, for the past 8 years, and she is everything that I wished for and prayed for. And I said, you know, when I was pregnant with her, I'm like, she's gonna be a healthy baby. She has a purpose. And all through these years of 8 years, I didn't know when I was going to have her, but I had her name picked out, and I prayed about it, and I asked God, what do you want me to name her? And I looked up the meaning of it. Her name, Gianna Michelle. Gianna means God is gracious, and Michelle means like God. So I really love Gianna because at first I wanted a French name, but I ended up with an Italian name. So I really like the meaning of it because I do believe God is gracious, and God has been gracious to me to give me such a beautiful, healthy, just joyful baby. And I encourage you guys that if you guys have not had kids, or even if you're on your second pregnancy or third or whatever, God will give you the desires of your hearts. Just trust Him, pray, be persistent, and God will give you the desires of your heart, just as long as you put Him first in everything that you do. And even though I had to go to the tragedy of losing 2 babies my first pregnancy, God blessed me and gave me the desires of my heart for being faithful to Him. And I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, to go through a miscarriage, but it definitely does build your character and just in trust in God, and because you don't know why things happen, and you don't know sometimes why you have to go through a loss, but you have to trust God because God is good, and He will turn that testimony into something beautiful. And you will be able to also speak life into other people that may be going through this, that may be questioning, why me? And we may not always get all the answers we want, but we can trust that God has all the answers, and He knows why. He's a good Father, and He gives great gifts. And if we are faithful and persistent, things that are beyond our imagination, about beyond just what we may think that we deserve. So I encourage you guys to just stay faithful to God through all trials and tribulations that come your way, and just, even if you don't understand it, even if you don't, there's sometimes when I was going through the miscarriage, I didn't know why. Like I would break down sometimes, and I had that moment of doubt where I was like, why? And then I would just catch myself and I would say, you know what, Lord, I don't know why, but I'm gonna trust you. And that's I pushed through, and I was like, you know what, Lord, I don't know why, but I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you, and I love you, and I thank you for everything. And one day I will see these babies in heaven, and they will be waiting for me. But for now, there's a reason for it. And I will trust you, and I thank you, and I love you. And I would say that as I continued my life, and as I continued putting Him first, and continued doing my devotionals and spending time with Him, I continued pushing forward. So I encourage you guys, continue pushing forward no matter what. You guys have a great day, and hopefully this helps somebody. And I will be posting the mukbang soon, guys. Later tonight I will actually be posting the mukbang that me and my husband did. So hopefully you guys enjoy that too. You guys have a great day.